Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons, make sure to subscribe and let's get into it guys. And let's talk a little bit about my predictions that I had for the December major update, right? I always do these videos. I do the first one trying to predict the video, predict the patch, what it will come, normally 3 things, and then I normally try to see if I got it right or wrong after the major happened. And normally I try to do this as soon as possible after the patch dropped, because there is no like fun in trying to predict what it will come to a patch 2 weeks before the patch comes out. Then we already know what is coming, right? I think it's more fun to just take a look on the things that might come 1 month before, 2 months before, or even after the major, right? So I don't know when exactly I'm going to do the video talking about my predictions for the next one. But let's talk about my previous ones that we had in the last month to this patch that we had right now. The first one was kind of like the same principle as the F1 11, right? The SU24. I really thought the SU24 was going to happen. I thought the SU27 and F15 were unlikely to be added, but the SU24 was only a matter of time. And I still think that it is only a matter of time, but it is funny that we are in a situation where a lot of countries have their interdictors, but not that Russia needs anything. But the SU24 is too iconic to not come to the game, right? So I really do hope that it will come, but it didn't materialize in this patch, meaning that I got it wrong, right? That's kind of sad, but there's nothing we can do about it, right? We can only hope, because I gotta be honest, guys, even though normally they take a little bit of time to add stuff, and it's fine. I really thought that it's both the interdictors from the US and USSR were going to be added like before, because come on, like the Tornado IDS is in the game for what, 1 year now, and we don't have the interdictors for other nations. I mean, it's kind of crazy, right? And of course the US got the F111A, which I think, by the way, needs a new variant. Not ASAP, it's not a needed thing, but it would be very cool as well. But I just think that the SU24 was something that it was coming, and it really isn't, right? So, at least it didn't come right now, but I really think it's going to be soon, hopefully in the next update, right? But then we come to the second thing that I tried to predict, and it was Fox 3 missiles. So yes, I actually tried to add Fox 3, or try to predict that Fox 3 missiles were to come. And I really thought I was going to be a thing. But if you remember some videos, including probably the one that I am talking about it here, I actually said that it was kind of, we're probably going to go 2 ways, 1 or 2 ways, The first one was going to be, of course, the Fox 3s being added. And the second one would be not adding Fox 3s and finally adding the heavy fighters. I thought it was a little bit more unlikely, but we saw that happening. So they added the F-15, they added the Su-27, but the Fox 3 missiles got pushed a little bit. But we got some very good news that Zmin, if I'm not mistaken, no, it wasn't Zmin, it was one of the devs, I think, on the live streams. They actually confirmed that they are working on Fox 3s right now, and they have a time frame, a very short time frame, that they want to release those missiles into the game. So of course we have the Phoenix, but you know what I mean with Fox 3s, right? The 90s ones, right? The AIM-120, the R-77, the Mika, PL-12, and so on and so on. And those missiles apparently are going to be added in the next couple of patches or something along those lines, right? So we didn't receive it right now, but it was for a good cause, I think. They added some aircraft that were needed to be added before we jumped to those kind of situations. And expect during next year, during 2024, to see the Fox 3 missiles and to see better versions and improved versions, modified versions, modernized versions, if you will, of aircraft that we have right now, with the ability to carry these missiles. So it's going to be a very bright future, I think, and a very fun one. And I think it's just going to be like inevitable that the meta will change a lot, I think, when those missiles come. Because remember, these are like missiles that are like if they are IR guided, right? But they are fire and forget radar missiles, so they basically can do everything that any missile can do already in the game, but combine it into one. And plus, depending on the range, you don't need to maintain a lock or a soft lock in its TWS, at least, to actually make the missile go towards the target in a general sense. So it is a very, very interesting concept, but it's going to be coming soon, but not right now. And the third and final thing that I try to predict is the one that I got it right. I normally, every time I get it at least one right, but all the time I miss one or two, right? The GRIPEN, of course, the GRIPEN was added, guys. Finally, a competitive aircraft, a really, really good competitive aircraft for both the UK and the Swedish. Is it weird that we are receiving them with the Skyflash? Well, I guess it is, right? It isn't the most normal thing, if you will. But remember, the prototypes of these things, and some people even say that the pre-production and production models could, in theory, take it. So it's not that big of a stretch, to be honest. It's just something to make them have some form of guided radar missile, which is, I think, very important in the current meta of top tier. Even if you don't do BVR with the Skyflash, it's still a very good head-on missile, or very good, it's kind of a stretch, but a good missile for a head-on shot or something like that, right? But even with that, even with the weirdest like loadout ever of a GRIPEN using a Skyflash, it is still here, and it's one of the best aircraft in the game. It's really, really hard to fight it in a 1v1 dogfight. And yeah, guys, at least I got it, that little thing correct, right? Hopefully we see more of these aircraft being added, as I said before, with the Fox 3s, and of course hopefully the GRIPEN gets these Fox 3s in the near future as well. But these were my 3 predictions. I got 2 wrong and 1 right. So yeah, what did you thought about my predictions, and did you get yours right when you saw that video 1 month ago? Let me know in the comments, and I see you guys on the next one. Okay, bye guys, subscribe, and yeah, I see you.